So we're back right now, and we're talking about the beginning setup stages of getting your transferred design onto the cloth. Okay, in the packet you would have a PDF that's actually got the design that we are going to use that I designed. It's just a real simple asymmetrical kind of a modernistic kind of design, okay, on a piece of paper. All right, you can print it on anything that you want. I just happen to have it on grid paper because I drew it this way. You're going to receive red dot, which is just slightly bigger than the design. You don't need it any bigger than that. You're going to get a piece of rug warp material. It's just a 18 by 18. Now this one's just a smidge smaller, but yours will be 18 by 18. You will need a ruler and you'll need a Sharpie, and the Sharpie needs to be somewhat new, not one that's been drugged around for a while, because the point on it is would come in very handy to get really into the design cracks of this paper, to the material. So I have that, and then we're going to get started. So she's going to come in closer so I can explain a lot about the material and things. Now, if you're using some other foundation, you're going to have to adapt to how I'm saying this, okay? But I'm using Rug Warp foundation, okay? All right, so we're here, and I want to discuss red dot for a minute. It's a great fabric. Used as a tracing tool. All right, the dots are usually on 1 inch increments. All right, and it's usually a 1 inch square. Okay, so to begin this tracing, I'm going to take my red dot. Use the dots as a guide. So first and foremost, I'm going to put one of the dots right here. Okay, right in the corner. This will tell me if this is straight right here. So what I need to do is I need to bring the dot to here, all right? So I'm basically just lining up my dots on one side, and then I need to look at it here and here. These look pretty good here. These look pretty good here. If you happen to have this on graph paper, some people can print on it, but it's really hard to do that. You just want to make sure that the outermost line, your actual frame of this is straight. You don't want it parallelogrammed or something. Now, this is a tool that I found easier to do than to try to trace this whole thing, just to make sure, okay? So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to do a dot in the corner here, and I'm doing a dot, okay? And then I'm going to come down here and do a dot, and then I'm going to come down here and do a dot, and then I'm going to come down here and do a dot. Now, if you noticed, I have my red dot, I have my PDF, and then I actually have paper underneath it. Cloth underneath it. If you press too hard, it's going to go through here. So you might want to move that because you don't want extra dots on that. This is just a piece of scrap cardboard. If you go through this, and I'm doing this on the side, you're going to see that this goes straight through. And it's important to have a piece of cardboard, or else your table's going to have dots all over it, okay? So it's important to put something scrap underneath it to absorb the marker. This is a Sharpie, permanent. Will definitely leave marks, okay? So don't worry about that one. These are the 4 right now that I want to take into consideration, all right? I'm going to put my design aside. I'm bringing my fabric back, okay? And I'm going to lay my paper, my red dot, on top of this. Now this is where it kind of gets a little bit hard, but this is where we want to make sure that the 4 dots are centered. I don't want it up here, off to the side. You need a border. Don't try to scrimp on that. You need the border to go in the hoop, okay? So what I'm trying to do is center this. So the other thing that's hard to do, because you need to see through this to the back side. So what I'm doing is I need the dots to kind of line up with these grid marks in the cloth. And a lot of people think, oh, that won't matter. But when you start punching, this will make it so much more detailed and oriented. You'll know exactly where to punch. So just to start with, I'm going to practice. So I'm going to put this, lining it up, and I'm trying to follow my dots, dot, dot, dot. And that might need to come over a little bit. So I'm going to put 1 here, and then I'm going to do 1 here, okay? and then holding this did the dot transfer, and it did. Okay, let me see this way. Sometimes the cloth may be a little bit skewed, and that's hard to see. So you could do it this way too. That's a 5 by 7. So if I use my ruler and I want to go from here down to this dot down here, check your cloth and see if you're on that same thread. And in this case I am. So what I'm doing is when I draw this, it is right on that line. So the next one's going to go here, and the next one's going to go here. So you're trying to make a very nice square, rectangle, a rectangle. And you want to stay on the grids of the cloth. All right, so from here, this is probably the hardest part because you can't really see. Cloth will move on you, this won't. So that's what you're trying to make sure. As I'm coming through here, here. I mean, I could put a dot right here, and then maybe a dot right here, and then let me trace. If I'm going from here to here, and I'm lining it up on this actual, you can see on here, see how high this is? So that's what's hard to understand between this and this. So what I'm trying to do is, this won't lie to you. It's pretty even. So now I'm going to go to here. Don't worry about that. I know I've gone that far. Okay. So now I'm going to go from here. It's usually a 5 by 7 and just a smidge off. If you want to go to 7, you can. Up to here. You see where I've done 7 inches? And now I'm going to turn around. If you go past it a little bit more, it's okay. All of this is going to be scrap. So all I'm trying to do right now is get a grid. So from here, pick a line which you're going to go on. It's usually 5 inches this way. That's about 5. So once again, I'm going to put this and line it up. And I'm drawing it. So if you looked at this, it's very much a nice rectangle. This is really the hardest part, because if I had messed it up and I drew from here to here, you couldn't follow these grid lines because they would be skewed. So what I've tried to do is I've gone directly on this one, directly on this one. If you want to, instead of putting dots on here, you could actually take your ruler, if you feel comfortable, and measuring 5 by 7. That's up to you. But this is so important to get this square, okay? Very much. Get it square so it's not skewed. All right, so then the next thing is to take this away, because otherwise you'll be drawing on it. All right, so now then the red dot comes back. It goes back on your paper, and notice I am lining up my dots. And so for this one, this is another thing. The hardest one to draw is this, the wave. You already have these lines right here, so you don't really need to worry about those. What you're trying to do is this. And I'm drawing directly onto my red dot. I need this line. If it's off a little bit, all you need to do is just retrace. Okay? So that's this one. This will be on a line, and this one will be on a line here. Okay? For the actual lines here, I'm going to do the same thing I did here. I'm going to do a dot, a dot, a dot, and a dot. My ruler can get me a much straighter edge than for me trying to draw a wiggly line. All right? So once again, dot, 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 dot. This one's one dot. Okay, we already have this line because that was the perimeter. Now I'm going to do my horizontals. These were my verticals. And so from here, if you want to, you can do this, but you can see where it is. See how it's hard to do this? If I'm actually just hit a bump in the cardboard. So I'm going to do my dots. Dot, dot, this dot is kind of down here, and then I have this dot. So remember, we already have this one. So I know this doesn't look like anything, definitely not like this, but these are guides. All these are. And this will also help you when you're designing your own projects and things. So now I'm back to my cloth. Use your trusty ruler. And basically what I'm going to do is draw this piece, and then I'm going to put my dots in, and then I'm just going to connect them. And that's going to be so much easier. So line up this dot, corner, dot. And on this one, I actually this one actually was 1/4 of an inch off. So this dot was going to be this one here. So I'm not too, because they're off. Remember, because the cloth is a little bit wavy. So that's what's hard. This is, you know, you just kind of have to ad lib between this and your actual cloth. Okay. So the first thing I'm going to draw is my wave, this line here. And when I press, you need to press. It's going to be bumpy, because it is actually rubbing right on top of the cloth. So how I'm holding this, you can see that it went through. If you feel necessary that you can't hold this down, you can take pins once you have it, and you can actually pin this. Be careful with the tip of this, because it will stab you, okay? So you can do that if you want to. Pin it all the way around if you want, just a couple of pins to hold that. So I actually already did the top one. Now I'm going to do the bottom one. And so I've stopped and I'm coming down. So that's this one. Now I'm just doing dots right now. So I know that this one has a dot, and I'm just poking it down. This one is a dot, dot. And then I had these two. All right, I already did the corners. Now I'm going to come down here and do the horizontals. Okay, so I've done a dot, a dot. Those are 3 dots. And then down here I'm going to do a dot, 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 dot. And this one is the corner. So it's like here and here. What you're going to do, once I take this off, it'll make sense. If I tried to draw a straight line, it wouldn't be on the grid. Would not be on the grid. Even if I'm really careful, it's not going to be on the grid. You're trying to emulate this, and all it is vertical and horizontal lines. This was the hardest part, the wave part. All right, so before I do this one and darken it, I want to use my dots, because if I went over this, I'm going to cover this up and I'm not going to see it. So this is where it's so important to see. This dot right here, what I'd like to do is, if I traced right up on that line, I want to come up straight to here. Sometimes they don't line up because one was a little bit over and the other one wasn't. So doing this, you can do it this way or use the trusty ruler. Okay, so either way, I prefer this. So if I'm drawing from dot to dot, put your dot, line it up. But I don't know if you see that. I'm trying to line up. I don't want it going from here like this. It needs to literally be with the grain of the fabric. That's kind of hard for me to draw because I'm right-handed, so I'm used to doing it on this side. Okay, so that's one, and here's another one. So this dot is over here, and this one's here. Just pick one, or go in between. So you can see the verticals. This one just had one of them. All right, so I went from here, and so that's the same thing. I'm going to draw directly on top of that one. So that's those. Then I'm going to go ahead and trace this. You're not going to see any of this marker once this thing is done. So don't let this deter you that it has to be perfect. This is something that does not have to be, okay? None of this will show, all right? So back down to here. These are vertical. These are going to be horizontal. For me to make sure that it's going to get straight, I think it's easier if I turn it this way, like this. So I know this dot was going to here. And I am lining it up on the fabric grid. And as you can see, these are kind of skewed. So do I want to make it go either way? I have to pick a line. Don't pick the dots, pick a line. So it's somewhere in that vicinity. So that one is 1, okay? My next dot was here. Here, excuse me. Boy, see, there's a big difference between this one. It is really hard to get it on the grid. Real hard. If you look at this, we just did this one. We're doing this one. Now I'm doing this one. These two are pretty thin. Not much distance between it. So if you can see this one right here, I'm lining it up on the fabric grid. So I did this one, I've done this one, I've done this one, and now I'm doing the fatter one down here, okay? And it should follow the fabric line, all right? So then that was this one. This one is a little bit trail down here, so I'm gonna go down to this one. That's where it's gonna be, so this is crooked. So that one, and then I have one more, and that should be this one right here. So I'm lining it up this side. If you need to line both of the sides up, and then gently trace. Then you're going to basically make this one. Now you could take and trace the whole thing on red dot, but I guarantee you it's not going to be with the grain of the fabric. When you're hooking or punching, that really does help, especially in the beginning. I tried to make the design easy enough to where it was just horizontal and vertical lines, okay? So if you looked at it, you would have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 areas, 7 long rectangles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and this made 7, okay? On the vertical parts here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Just making sure that you have everything just about the same. If this one's a little skinnier than this one, it's okay. It really is. What we're doing is just trying to understand the transfer. That's why people, when you buy transferred designs, they cost a lot, because transferring to fabric does take a very slow, methodical process. So if you have a better system, use it. If you can get it on there, do it, okay? So what you need is transfer it to the actual fabric. Then you're done with this, you're done with your red dot, and you're done with your Sharpie and all the stuff you get on your hands. So, and then we're going to start now with this, show you how to put it on a frame and begin punching. And we're going to punch the curved part first.